Hello and welcome back to this recorder series for beginners. This is video number 6. If you haven't seen the first videos in this series, I recommend doing that now. And if you've made it this far in this series, you are remarkable, you're a genius, you have dedication, and you're a little bit crazy like me. In this lesson, we're going to learn the song Happy Birthday. We're also going to learn a new note, and I'm even going to give you a bonus song at the end. Let's start by learning our new note. We're going to learn a low C, and that's when we have all the holes covered on the recorder. Now, I will just say it's a little bit cruel to try and play that note right off the bat without warming up or anything, because it takes a little bit of finesse to get it to sound right. But we already know a high C, so maybe we can play that first. That's when we have 0 and 2 covered like this. And we usually start our notes by saying the syllable ta. But what's interesting is when we use that same technique on lower notes, like the low C, it'll actually make it harder to play the note. You'll hear that sound. It actually sounds kind of cool, but that's not what we're going for. So when you play a low C and the lower notes in general, don't use the syllable ta, just breathe straight into it, a soft, gentle air. I recommend trying to start the note as soft as possible and like forcing yourself to restrict the amount of air that comes out. It's kind of like trying to breathe out really slowly. So to get those lower notes to come out, you kind of have to coax them. So you might have to give it a couple tries. Let's try the C again, the low C. So if you can't get that note, maybe start by playing a G and start working down the scale like we normally do. So playing G, F sharp, E, D, and then C. And C has 2 holes just like D, so make sure you're covering both holes and use the pad of your fingers, like lay them flat like this. You can also put a little bit more pressure when you're squeezing here just to make sure you got them covered. Now, if you want, you can compare your low C to a high C. As you can hear, they sound similar because they're both C's. It's just that one is 1 octave lower. It's confusing to people why it's called an octave, and oct, it means 8. And basically it means when you play through an entire scale of notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and when you get to 8, it's the same note as number 1. So C, if that was the first one, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. You've probably heard me say this many times, but I have a book for learning the recorder. You can find it here on Shopify. I also have several other series for learning different instruments. I have one for the ukulele, one for the piano, the guitar, the drums, and now this series, the recorder. I also did a video recently on how to make music in GarageBand, so you can go check that out too if you want. Now let's learn the song Happy Birthday. You might have a friend or a family member or a pet that has a birthday coming up, so this would be the perfect opportunity to share your recorder skills with them. Happy Birthday is actually a little bit tricky because we start on a low D, okay? And we're gonna play 4 lines of music. So basically, we have to learn 4 different musical phrases. The first phrase goes like this: D, D, E, D, G, F sharp. All right, let's try those notes slowly together. D, D. Squeaked a little bit. Let's try it again. Remember, just use soft, gentle air and like restrict the amount of air that comes out. And then we're going to play E, D. So D, D, E, D. Then we play G, F sharp. The next line is D, D, E, D, A, G. Very similar to the first line, it's just that the last two notes are different. The third line is the trickiest because we play D, D, and then we go to a high D, okay? That's gonna be a big jump because we have almost all of our fingers down, and then we have to go to high D, which is just our middle, right? To play a high D, we have to support it with our right thumb, our middle finger here on the hole 2, and our mouth. So let's try two low Ds and a high D. The next part of the third line is B, G, F sharp, E. And the fourth line is C, C, B, G, A, G. Let's go through one line at a time. D, D, E, D, G, F sharp. Second line, D, D, E, D, A, G. Third line, D, 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 B, G, F sharp, E. Last line, C, C, B, G, A, G. And now here's that bonus song. Hey, why the switch to the camera angle? Because my camera died when I was filming the video. But I have my phone here, so we'll go with this. The bonus song is Eye of the Tiger, and it sounds like this. The notes you're gonna wanna play are B, B, A, B, B, A, B, B, A, G.